You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, friend. What you want to go by tonight?
She can either call me because a lot of people have a hard time saying my name, Queen Cielo. You
Queen
can call me
Cielo.
Bog Queen or Empress.
What you prefer? Queen Cielo is not hard. Or is it C-A-Lo? Like I got to
Queen
separate.
Cielo, you said it perfectly. Some people like CeeLo.
I'm cracking up.
CeeLo, what is CeeLo? No.
Queen Cielo.
Cielo.
Got you. Like you Spanish.
Yeah, it means goddess.
Oh, not in Spanish.
And yeah, it's in Spanish. It means goddess, but it's funny how the name was given to me because they were trying to figure out a name to give me, the group that I was in back in New Orleans. They wanted to give me something distinctive because they always made fun of, like, you don't look like you're from here.
Oh, okay.
But they wanted to give me something meaningful that'll fit me.
I think that's cute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Queen Cielo, put your right hand up and your left hand on your word, wherever you decide your word is. All right, there.
Everywhere.
Hold it just like that. Do you solemnly agree we have your permission to post this across all of our social media platforms?
I do.
Is there anything, anything that's off limits you don't want us to ask you about?
Childhood.
Your childhood?
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of where we start at. But if we do ask you something that's off limits, do you understand you can say no, I want to pass, I want to move on.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, literally, it's no pressure. I'm your host, Bangem Bugg.
It's your girl, Just K for real.
And we got a special guest. She already introduced herself. So tell us where you're originally from.
Everywhere. I don't have a set home because I'm everywhere. I've just literally just moved here 5 months ago from New Orleans. So it's been a blessing since I've been here. I love Atlanta. I love Atlanta.
You like it better than New Orleans?
I love New Orleans, don't get me wrong, but when it comes to building your fan base, building who you are, Atlanta is the place to be. Atlanta is the place to be. I mean, it's been some hiccups here and there, but I love it.
Okay, let's talk about the hiccups. What's the hiccups?
You know, you got scammers, you got hustlers out there that be trying to get you. I ain't gonna lie. I got scammed one time, but it was okay though. It was a learning lesson. It was a learning lesson. It just it came across as a learning lesson for me, realizing that you're away from home now. Now it's time to put on these big girls' drawers and understand that everybody ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? Making it. Just me, just really just trying to get out of here and really just start off having a place to stay, being situated with that, and that kind of, it was just a big misunderstanding with that being said.
With a guy?
No, it was with a girl. I thought I was gonna be able to have like a solid place to stay, but it wound up being somebody else's home. So.
Oh, somebody scammed you and said you had a house, basically, or like a crib.
Yeah. But unfortunately not. But other than that, honestly, I'm not even upset about the situation because God don't make no mistakes. It had to happen because it allowed me to run into a lot of beautiful people. And I just accept the process of anything. I don't look at any bad situation as a bad situation. I look at it as not only a learning experience, but growth and a better opportunity from it. And a window opening from that.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
So you're not homeless now, are you?
You gotta say it like that. Pew pew, taking shots already, huh?
I ain't taking a shot.
Hey, but look, I have no type of I'm not scared to say it. Being homeless is what really had me go 24/7 hustling, grinding, and just really just pushing myself to being in my own spot now.
Hey, congratulations.
So it really actually, it had me literally at a point in my life to where now it's time to really actually show people that I'm ready to be out there and give myself everything that I have right now because it's me. I'm at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? It's nowhere to go. I'm at the bottom. Time to get it. So at that point, being homeless, it showed who I really was. You know what I'm saying? In that moment. So, but I'm not homeless no more. I got my own spot. So
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
yeah,
Y'all done been
I'm
there.
not ashamed of it. We all came from something. You know, that we all look at as, you know, being shameful of, but technically not. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we know better than the next person. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, I mean, I deliver gas. So I see a lot of people like be home. They be sleeping in their car. You be like, wow, like
I
Going
did
to
it
gas
for
stations?
I did it for
quick trips. Yeah, there'd be a lot of people just sleeping in their car.
I'd be one of them. Not because I'm hungry, but like, I be driving for left. Quick Trip is my safe place.
I ain't gonna lie, I did it for like 6 months. And I mean, it was crazy though because it's so many times that I literally could have been dead from doing that because I'm taking a risk doing that because I've had one person literally tap on the window with a gun and be like, I don't know what it was, but it was God literally all over me.
I mean, what did he do? What was
Just
that for?
tapped on the window, literally just told me to get out. Next thing I know, a guy is literally behind him telling him, you gotta go, son. You gotta go. You can't be on this premises. And I was literally sleeping in an area where I'm not supposed to be at anyway. So, but it was just being in that area at that right time, and then that happened with the guy being behind him telling him, "Hey." It was crazy. It was crazy. It's so many times that I've literally been in situations like that to where I look back and say, how did I get through that?
Girl, that's a blessing. That's wild. You got to park at Quick Trip though.
Yeah, to where literally
They got
like from
spaces
now
for
on
it.
you gotta make sure you somewhere in the light.
Yes. I be in front of the camera and everything.
Yeah.
It's a couple that don't want you to park there, but most of them, like, yeah, you be good at the Quick Trip.
Heck yeah. I be right in front of the store.
Yeah.
Like, what? They gonna see. I'll be like, I know some niggas that saw me sleep right here. I'll be right
And you
here.
know, like people who go to the games, it's the one in Smyrna. If you leave your car there, they can't get it towed unless it's there 24 hours. So you can, like, cause sometimes they'll be parked over the hose, and we can't unload the gas, and we go in there and say something. They're like, well, we can't call it in unless it's there 24 hours. Then we can call. So you could just be there. So they can't really tow your car.
Oh wow. That's
So
crazy.
most people don't know that.
That's crazy. And see, I try to keep myself humble as much as possible in situations like that because I see people have it worse than just sleeping in the car. Like, I see, since I've been in Atlanta, I've been seeing people sleeping on the train outside. And that's how it was in New Orleans. You see people literally, you walking over, sleeping on the ground.
Like, brother, am I in your living room? My bad.
Yeah, for real.
it's
Like, I
almost
try to
like
keep
that.
myself humble in situations like that. And I look at it like this I'm no better than you. I came from that situation.
Mm-hmm.
And I always look at it like, man, what can I do, you know, to put myself in a situation to help these type of people, you know, because I've been there before. I know what it feels like.
On the topic of Atlanta homelessness, Atlanta is investing $90 million into building a cop city that people do not want. Like,
Oh, what city?
Cop City.
What's that?
They about to knock down, or they're trying to knock down 380 acres in a park. It's called like Wheelalani Park. And once they knock it down, basically build this huge facility for militant training of police officers. It's supposed to have shooting ranges and a fake city inside, a helicopter pad, a bunch of stuff. And Atlanta residents don't want it. Nobody don't want it. They've been protesting in the woods for at least a month now. The 4th is about to start a bunch of events in the same park or whatever. They're about to do like a music festival and some more stuff just to bring people to the space. Now, they're doing that. This guy actually just got killed out there. One of the officers just shot one of the peaceful protesters, and they locked up like 19 of the protesters on terrorist charges. So they charging them with felonies to say that they are terrorists and trying to hit them with a RICO.
So
For-
you can't even protest no more.
You can't even protest no more.
That's crazy.
But they taking $90 million to fund this thing that nobody wants, to keep on training cops that clearly are getting poor training anyway. When Atlanta got mad homeless people.
Yeah.
You
like,
could spend way less than
that's-
that and put hammocks in the woods
I'm
and get
telling
you
you.
somewhere to sleep.
I'm
I
telling
think they
that's
should
crazy.
be able to live in some of them apartments they gonna have.
They not gonna have no apartments. It's literally going to be like the fake city is just for them to, like, if you was doing like a paintball range, right? You know, they got like certain things set up. So you doing basically target practice going through fake cities and stuff. It's a lot of shooting ranges that's supposed to be a part of this thing. So they basically training them up to be able to kill us easier.
And that's crazy, bro. Like, that's why it's so important for us to keep our eyes open. Keep our eyes open to stuff like that. Because I knew that was like the main thing I noticed when I first moved here. I'm like, they hiring for sheriffs, cops. Like, they need, people as far as that. And I'm thinking, like, why do they need all these people that bad? And then on top of that, you got all these businesses that they're building, but y'all not looking at people that need homes. Where's the money being invested at? Are y'all putting back into y'all people, or y'all just making the city rich behind y'all own selfish greed? You know what I'm saying? What y'all really doing? And I think that we all just need to be mindful, and even though, fight that, because I think that's wrong. You gotta look at the amendment. They don't even care about that no more.
No. Oh, what you?
I was getting high, like.
Oh, no, they really don't, and that's a extreme violation. Like our right to protest, like number one, freedom of speech is number one, and they're locking you up for hugging trees in the forest.
And see, that's something they gotta fight and take that up to.
Well, yeah, now these people locked up, so now they do have to fight for their freedom, and they're still demanding that it doesn't happen at all. Andre Dickens, he's like, oh no, we're just gonna use 38 acres instead of 380 acres. They like, nah, we don't believe you, you're lying, and we don't want that anyway. We don't want the cop city at all, so cancel it. And then also free the people who y'all locked up for
Right.
peacefully protesting.
Right.
But they calling him out a lot now because he's not doing anything to help the people when it comes to this situation when the citizens clearly don't even want it.
I don't think it's necessary either if y'all already in need of police officers and y'all not really getting them. Like, what the fuck is you building this big facility for? Like,
Exactly. And it's to train people all over the country, officers all over the country.
so it's gonna be like the hub. Like, all the cops gonna come through Atlanta.
But there's another one already that they trying to, or that they have built or they're working to build in Chicago. So next, where do you think it's gonna be? DC, LA, all the major cities for us. And then they'll have all, it's like creating other military bases, but local military bases all around the country. So now what's next?
So it's really for the military, but they saying it's for the cops. You think?
No, it's for the cops, but they're creating a military with the police officers. They training them to be militant.
Wow.
Yeah. But anybody who want to fight against it, stopcopcity.net. Go on there. They got automatically generated emails, automatically generated tweets. All you got to do is tap it, and it'll send it to the contractors. They got 2 of the contractors to pull out so far. It'll send it to the local officials, the contractors, and the funders.
Well, I'm definitely signing up because I feel like that's BS.
For real. All you got to do is tap it, and it's going to pull up your email on your phone, and all you got to do is press send. I've done it. I'm going to do it again and again and again. Because I don't want that. I know. That's nothing but, it's going to mess us up. They're going to have one facility basically training officers to be as if they're in the military. First of all, their training is already poor. They just killed somebody for hugging trees in the forest. That's why this man got killed. So with all of these people going to this facility to go be trained, if they're already killing people to defend it, what do you think they're going to be doing when they get out? They're going to be killing us for no reason even more with a different procedure, even more of a force. They're going to be building a force. So it's not going to just be Atlanta. It's going to be Georgia. And it's not just going to be Georgia. It's going to be multiple states. They already got it in Chicago. They got it here. It's going to be wherever else next. So if it continues to happen, then it's going to continue to spread these officers who don't know how to, or who don't care about us.
I think maybe you should like cops should be people who done bought into the neighborhood. Cause it's like you treat people a little different when you know they're around you and they know they can come to your house or some shit. So you're not gonna be dogging motherfuckers out, and you know he stay right across the street from you. You get what I'm saying? Instead of like, cause you know a lot of police officers they be like 30 minutes to an hour from where they really stay at. So.
And like it's public record to know where these cops and stuff stay, but make it even more public. Since it's like that, they still haven't released the name of the person who killed that boy.
They don't want to release it.
No, they don't.
He probably like a good kid or something.
He was well known, and to think about who tends to get murdered in these situations, he was one of the people who will be a part of the fight, but spreading more knowledge. Not just there talking about we shall overcome. He was teaching people things while they were out there. So you want to kill the knowledge, you kill.
So he might have been targeted anyway.
Exactly.
That's crazy. It sounds like they want us to have a slave mentality. Like they don't want us to be educated. They don't want us to have any type of knowledge whatsoever. It brings us back to the slave days. They didn't want the slaves to read, right? But they don't realize like we were super intelligent. We didn't need a book. We didn't need this and that. Think about how they were able to navigate. They used the stars. They used nature. I mean, think about how everything was built by us. Think about how we got lights. Think about how we had toilets. Think about how we were able to even use half the stuff that we're using. It was created by a black man or black woman.
You know, Mississippi is.
This country was for us.
Mississippi is reinstating those laws that you're talking about. The Jim Crow laws. They're working to reinstate those laws right now.
Like what's one of the Jim Crow?
Like segregation laws. So, black versus white bathrooms, basically.
Like, where did that shit come from?
I don't know, but so I wouldn't say I'm against segregation, but I want to know how deep they trying to go when it comes to Jim Crow laws. Like, you're not about to think you're going to enslave me or anything like that, even though we still enslaved if we work for somebody, but you're not about to think you about to enforce no curfew or anything like that because I'm black in Mississippi, but they trying to, they're working to reinstate Jim Crow laws right now.
And that's why I think it's so important as black people that we reunite and be a force to reckon with, because right now in this day and age we at war with ourselves, but not even really. We so blind to the fact that while we at war with ourselves, they secretly undercover doing stuff to get us out. And I think it's important that we get back to what we know. At the end of the day, with that, I didn't even know that. That's crazy. Going back to that, it's like history trying to repeat itself, going back in a full circle. The only thing is, though, how far are they trying to go with it? And are we strong-minded enough to deal with that? And, you know, and it's crazy. It has me thinking, like, I'm trying to leave this country right now.
You go where? Where you go?
Well, actually, I am planning on, I was trying to not spoil the surprise, but I'm manifesting going to Africa.
Yes, girl. What part?
Everywhere. Ghana, Nigeria, Mozambique, Tanzania, Gambia.
Yes, I got fans out there.
Oh, okay. I got fans all over out there too as well. Mainly in Uganda, Nigeria, South Africa, Egypt.
Nice.
So I mainly want to go out there to actually get in touch back with my roots and my ancestors, as well as getting knowledge of where I came from, you know. And not only that, a lot of black people don't really understand, like, we've been blindsided, and not only that, not realizing that Africa is a beautiful country, and they're very intelligent, super intelligent. Think about Wakanda. There was hidden messages in there for a reason, because what they wanted us to not see is that Africa is our home, and it's beautiful. And not only that, like, just talking to them over there, like, they're super intelligent. They're telling me things that, like, wow, you mean to tell me we don't even know nothing about that? We supposed to know all of this stuff, and they're advanced.
Like
You
what?
think China is advanced? Africa is advanced.
Like what?
Everything when it comes to technology. They're even talking about, how it is as far as properties, lands. You know what I'm saying? Investing and putting into your people. Like, say for instance, if you was to go over to Africa with $2,000, it's valuable over there. You could buy land and it'll be yours. You don't have to worry about owing nobody taxes or nothing like that. It's very valuable. And then on top of that, not only that, they've also said, I think the president of Ghana was calling, for our people to
For
come
dual
back
citizenship.
home. Yeah.
Dual citizenship.
hmm It's about
Y'all
that
go.
time.
Ghana's expensive, but it's a nice place to start because a lot of people speak English
Yeah.
in Ghana.
It's very diverse out there, believe it or not. And Lagos, Nigeria is diverse, believe it or not, too, because they were saying that they have people out there from China, Jamaica, um, England, etc. They have all different type of languages out there.
Yeah, I would definitely. I've been looking to move to Africa, but before it was cool. You could take $2,000 out there. With like $1,000, you could go out there, find the best area, and live in an apartment for like a year.
Mm-hmm.
And
Especially a
then figure it
hotel
out.
too. Mm-hmm.
So it's our currency change over pretty sweet out there. But I'm looking into countries where nobody ain't at, for real. Because I would want to just build my own thing out there, start my own stuff.
A lot of people don't realize either, as well, like, Africa is very beautiful. Very, very
Yeah.
beautiful. They try to hide, how beautiful Africa is, but if you just go over there and see how beautiful it is and how the people are, you know what I'm saying, they're very welcoming. And not only that, just being able just to be there and get the knowledge and the wisdom behind who we are, and just the experience altogether, I'm ready for it.
The only thing about Africa is like politicians is just as corrupt as ours, but they have a way heavier military force in the streets.
Yeah.
So what we looking towards with Cop City, that's what it's looking like out there.
Yeah.
And I don't see them with no weapons and stuff. I'm like, how am I gonna get my weapons over there? All these niggas walking the street with ARs and stuff. So what do I do when I'm out there?
Yeah, I wonder what
Yeah,
is
that's-
the gun laws over there.
Yeah,
Right.
that's the
Is it
only
hard to
thing
get
about
them?
it,
I
though.
don't know. That's what I'm contemplating. Is like, cause you look in certain countries and their police officers are in military uniforms with big joints on them, but you don't see the residents with much of anything. So I'm not trying to go out there with no knives.
Yeah, because I mean, you see more with machetes, rocks,
Yeah,
bats.
I ain't trying.
Some of them make their own because they're not able to carry.
And I'm foreign too, and I plan on getting money. Y'all not about to think y'all gonna steal my stuff. Like, nah, you better know what's gonna happen if you come over here.
And it's crazy that you mentioned politician and all that, because they're dealing with president election right now out there.
They need to get rid of everybody. All them niggas be getting bought by everybody else.
Yes, indeed.
For real.
Get back to this. So did you grow up with both of your parents?
No, I grew up with my mother. Love my mom. Shout out, mama. Love you.
Hey, girl.
And what's your relationship with your dad?
I don't know. I don't know what it is, to be honest with you. But in spite of it all, I still look at it like this as a parent. Regardless, I love my father. It hasn't been the best, and I can't take away the fact that here it is. He's still my father. You know what I'm saying? And even though it hasn't been where I want it to be, I have to understand that he is who he is, and I can't change that. Just love him.
You love him for who he is.
Yes.
Yes.
Love past all the bullshit, etc., etc. Still and all.
So what is he, like a drug addict or something?
No, he's a deacon. So you know how it is in the church life.
They be hustling.
No, not hustling. not necessarily hustling, but it's more of the church than your kids.
Mm-hmm.
I hear more of church than a relationship with me.
Church family or with God?
Church family and God.
Mm-hmm.
You the only child?
No. With my dad, it's me and my brother, and then with my mom, it's me and my two sisters. Yeah, but with me and my sisters, I'm the oldest. So.
Do you feel like y'all relationship would be different if your, I guess, religion was close to his?
I think so. Yeah, because a lot of stuff that I'm doing now, he's totally against it. It's the devil. It's this. It's Satan. It's the devil.
What about it is the devil?
Everything. Like, I could be watching a movie, Ghost Rider. That's the devil.
Some people be doing too much, though. my friend was talking about one of her friends aunt or whatever became saved and stuff. Like, she wasn't like this back in the day, but now like she could come upstairs. They was watching Halloween Town, and she was like, "Ooh, no, hallelujah!" Started like talking to God and stuff, and like turned around, was like, "I'm gonna go on downstairs," like doing all this stuff. And she was like, "We could turn it off if it make you uncomfortable." She was like, "Oh no, it's okay," and just like start talking to the who, praise the Lord, hallelujah. I'm like, shut up, girl. Go downstairs. Who you doing that for? Me or like Jesus or yourself? Some people just, I feel like you want to be heard. You want other people to know that you love God or something.
And you know
like
what's
that.
so crazy about it? A lot of Christians don't. A lot of people in the church don't realize that most of his disciples, his followers, were sinners.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't even sit up here and judge somebody that's lesser than me doing God knows what. You never know what they. And then on top of that, you got to look at it like that. They wind up being the most powerful leaders and dependable people that he had following him. So
I spoke on that today and basically was saying, Christians, y'all got to remember where you came from.
Exactly.
You weren't always that way. And also, God doesn't give you that job to judge anybody else.
Exactly.
God got a plan for everybody.
Exactly.
And you had to take your walk to get to God. Everybody else got to take their walk to get to God. So when you decide, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that, you interfering with whatever God got planned for that person anyway.
Right. Exactly. I mean, a lot of people don't realize behind whatever it is that you're doing is a story.
Yes.
It's a story behind that, and the outcome of it is your testimony with that story,
Absolutely.
I mean, God is using each and every one of us as a vessel, for the next person. Because think about it like this. You used to strip, but you came out of it, and now here it is, you're doing this and that. And now you coming across somebody that's going through the same thing that you're doing. You could be a blessing to them, and you don't even know it. God is using you in so many ways. And that's why I wouldn't even judge the next person, because you don't know why they're doing it, where they came from, and what type of story that they have to tell.
Absolutely.
Okay, so if I came to you, right, you know what I'm saying, and was like, I ain't got no place to stay, I need to stay with you, what would you say? Since you know what it's like to be
I'll try to help you in each and every way if possible, but I'm gonna have to do a background check on you, make sure you ain't crazy.
So,
I be letting everybody in my house too.
But honestly, I don't mind. I'm the type of person I don't mind doing anything for anybody because I know how it feels. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't try to make it look like I'm better than that person. You know, but I do think about in situations like that though. You know, okay, well, if God put me in this situation, what would I do right then and there if that person came to me? Because I got put in that situation before, and it left me stuck. Like, God, oh man, I want to help him so bad, but I got this going on, and I feel so bad to the point to where I had to do something. I had to do something at least.
okay. The most traumatic thing you went through as a child.
Seeing a lot of pain. I I had a scare when I have like a vivid memory of it. Um, basically, just having like vivid memories of almost near death when I was, I want to say 3 or 4 years old, and just basically pain. Every day I seen pain somewhere. Not even just seeing it, but just feeling it. I felt it all the time. Whether it's through my sisters, my mom, me, it was just, and it got to a point to where I started seeing, like, having visions, seeing, like, red all the time, and having dreams about literally losing my life. So it was always me having dreams and visions of me losing my life to where I'm like, I don't know if this is a sign. I don't know if you're trying to tell me something, but it was painful growing up having those type of visions and just feeling pain at an early age like that.
It's possible you was losing the life that you was in now.
Say it again.
It's possible you was losing the life that you were in. So losing that life in order to gain a different life.
And you know what's crazy about it? Nah, it makes sense. I never really thought about it like that. Never really thought about it because honestly, I don't feel like that person anymore. And I tell people, and it's funny you said that. I tell people all the time, don't judge me, but I had a nickname, and that person back then, thank God she buried. She's somebody you don't want to be around because she was introvert, always angry, always full of regrets, guilt, shame, wanted to kill. I even committed suicide a couple of times. I called her Baby K. I tried to. I call her Baby K to where now I literally bury her. Now I don't.
Nice.
That life is gone to where I don't even think about her anymore. To where I keep myself humble every day, and I appreciate life and who I am now.
That's what's up.
So you single?
Yes, I am.
So you ain't met no good guys in Atlanta?
I'm cracking up.
They all like, they all trying to get over or something.
I don't know what's. I'm sorry, but Lord, they either hoes, something going on with them, a little on with them, or they just don't know what they want. You know, and it's like to me right now, I'm more focused. I'm not gonna say I'm single. I'm gonna say I'm married to my career right now. I'm married to what I got going on right now. I'm married to me. I love me so much. I'm in a relationship with me. I don't have time for other stuff. I don't have time to see what's going on with men in Atlanta right now, honestly.
But what if God put somebody in your life and you can't deny it that he just...
Oh, I'm not gonna deny it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna accept and appreciate what God put in front of me.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be checking for red flags right then and there.
Check, girl.
Okay. It's a quote, it broke my heart, but it opened my eyes. Tell me how you can relate to it.
It broke my heart, but it opened my eyes. Life. I say life because life is our greatest teacher. You know, so many things that has happened in my life have literally broke my heart. But it opened my eyes as well because it allowed me to see the other side of that heartache. Like, why did I, have to deal with that? Oh, okay, I understand now. It had to happen. Because in order for us to appreciate the good things, we have to accept the bad. Because how will we know what it feels like as far as the good side of it if we don't appreciate the bad? Because now we understand the valuable behind it, So I understand when it comes to appreciating life better now, to where looking at that as far as being heartbroken, thank you.
That's good that you're catching the lessons too, though.
Yes. And I catch the lessons mainly because I've created a system where now I meditate. I meditate daily. And it allows me to appreciate a lot of things now, because before, dealing with so many negative energies, so many negative things, it's kind of hard for you to appreciate the valuables, the good things in life now, So, yeah.
Okay, this will switch it up. Why do women say like money is important, right? But then they won't date nobody unless they got money. Like they try to act like something it's not. It don't mean anything, but they won't date you unless you got it. Why do women do that?
I don't speak on that because honestly, I wouldn't know how to relate to that, because if anything, it's been opposite for me. I've dated guys that didn't have any money because I seen value in them.
What kind of value?
Talent, drive, the energy, the connection. That to me means more than money, honestly, because I look at it like this: you never know who you might be talking to right now. That person could be somebody major, and you looking at him because he broke. That's somebody important you don't even know. And I see it all the time. You see movies and TV shows how the man he was homeless, but he ends up to be a millionaire, and you just bypass him because he was broke at that time. Not gonna do that. For what? Because I'm no better than you. I was once broke too.
So you would date a broke nigga now?
Yeah, I'll date a broke. Cause I look at it like this. It's all about chemistry, connection, and as long as, do you have ambition? Do you have ambition? Do you have a goal? What's your mindset? You know what I'm saying? Because you have men out there with money don't even know how to act with it.
Would you date a broke person?
What do you mean? What are you saying? What do you mean by that?
A nigga who just has nothing, like he can't give you gas money, he needs something to eat.
Does he go to work?
No, he broke.
And he don't want to work?
When he feel like it.
No, if he don't want to work, that's a problem.
Yeah, no. If he trying to work, yeah. If he's working, yeah.
But he got talent though, like she say, like he got talent and he got energy.
No, I can't do anybody who doesn't want to do anything. No, I'm not that girl.
So that talent, energy shit, that's out the door if he don't want to work.
Yeah, no, you have to, because I work hard, and I don't want to work hard forever, and I don't want to work hard for you. So, what else are you bringing to the table? You can be talented all you want to, but that talent going to waste if you're not putting any work behind it.
Absolutely.
So, no.
Absolutely. I do agree on that one. Yeah, you can be broke, but you gotta want to have a drive to want to work and do something.
You can work
know
at
what I'm saying?
McDonald's as long as you working as many hours as I am. Don't work 6 hours. Come home talking about who I'm tired. No, go back until they send you
Yeah,
home.
another day.
Yeah.
In them restaurants, they don't like you get over 40 though. So you
Get
have
at least
6, 7
40.
hour day.
Get at least 40. Let's go.
Okay, okay, the last thing you vented to God.
Ooh.
Help my financial situation be better than what it is, and get me out of this nonsense BS situation with my baby's daddy.
Mm.
Oh, you got it, baby daddy?
Yes.
She said that as a parent earlier.
I ain't paying no attention.
Mm-hmm.
You seem like you ain't got kids, right?
No. I got 6 kids.
6?
Yes.
They here.
They are with their dad currently, but half the year they'll be with me. So we're trying to work out an agreement to where we can be able to have them half and half, trying to work something out.
Oh, they all about the same guy?
No,
How old is the oldest one?
she'll be 15 in July.
And they all
6.
young and 15. Oh my God, girls. God bless you.
I love them all to death, though. They some characters, though.
I bet. Keep you entertained.
Yeah.
It's gonna be, it's hard to tell who got kids now. I couldn't tell that you had kids, so.
I was genetics.
Okay, come on.
And not only that, stress. No stress.
Come on.
Yeah, that'll do it to you. Black don't crack also.
Okay.
What about you, Katie?
Last time I talked to, I said, Jesus, can you fix the water heater? Please. Because my water heater just randomly just went. I got in the bathtub. I was in the bathtub. It was nice and perfect. And then I was like, I want some more hot water. Cold water was coming out. So I was like, all right, whatever. Got out and checked it again, like later on. It wasn't doing that. I'm like, all right, maybe I just used all the hot water randomly, whatever. 2 days later, still running cold water everywhere. I'm like, all right. And so I tried to do my little due diligence with the water heater, but it ain't go that way. And I had to do other things. So I swear I was like, Jesus, please fix the water heater, bro. And something put me, I was laying on the couch a little bit, but something kind of set me up. And I was like on my knees, and I was playing this video about where the devil is and all this stuff like that. But something set me up on that couch and like just kind of had me bow my head. And I was there just meditating, chilling. Got back up. My uncle called me back. He was like, well, did you ever figure out the water heater? I was like, nah. He was like, I was like, it was this area on there, but I ain't really touch it. It said it's for professionals only. He was like, touch it. It's like, that's probably what they gonna do. I'm like, all right. I opened it, lo and behold, it was the little reset button that I was looking for earlier. I reset that joint and the hot water came on, which is why I was late. I was able to take a shower, wash my hair, everything. So right after I asked Jesus, like, can you fix the joint? It got fixed.
I had some weird shit, but I took mine off. I had bought another one, but then the guy, he was like, yeah, man, you got to get it welded on there, the new one. Because I had replaced it before, and I'm like, I didn't get the other one welded. So I had to take a shower, so I hooked the old one back up, and the shit started working. So I got a new water heater just in the garage.
Sell that
joint.
Take it back. Oh no, just hold on to it.
Yeah, it go bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was some weird shit.
Next time, you got an electric one?
Yeah.
Find a reset button. Next time, do that first.
Okay, I guess your worst hurt has been from family or relationship.
My worst
Not
hurt.
a growl.
relationship.
And what caused it? Cheating or on who end?
I got ghosted.
How long y'all was dealing with each other?
It would have been a year next month.
What?
Actually, this one.
How long ago you got ghosted?
Oh. Well, it was weird because before we had established that we were coming out here together to start our lives together, as far as him being a rapper and me being a singer. He was, in California doing some work out there, and then some situations came up to where, I didn't hear from him in a while. And then thinking that, months later, I hear back from him, we can be able to rekindle it. Okay. Don't hear from him again, and then out of nowhere, I see you, randomly on Bourbon Street, which kind of blew my mind out of all places on Bourbon Street. And it just blew my mind because, like, you just keep ghosting me, and I never could understand why.
Did you talk to him?
Yeah, but it was just weird. The whole situation was weird because it was never any type of communication on, hey, look, this ain't gonna work out, or da 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 da. It was just like nothing happened.
So he was like, "What's up?"
Yeah.
And what you say?
And I'm like, where the hell you been? Like, you ghosting me now? I'm like, no, we good. Okay. You sure? I don't know what's going on. Like, tell me. But I guess it hurt me.
That's weird.
Yeah, I guess it hurt me because I had built a relationship with somebody that I didn't think I was gonna be able to build a relationship with, because at that point, before him, I literally just gave up on love, relationship. I gave up on anything that involved a relationship. I just said, fuck it. Fuck it. If this is what I have to deal with in every relationship, fuck it. Fuck it. But by him coming along, everything changed, and it just broke my heart because I finally gave love a chance again, and this happens.
It kicked you in the ass.
Yeah, and the Rudy Tooty down there, right here.
And the Rudy Tooty. I'm crying. I like that.
Okay, I guess we gonna go. Okay, the last time you got your lick back.
Devil trying to get his lick back.
Oh, speaking on that,
Mm.
Devil thought he tried to play me and put me in a position where I couldn't rise up. That incident with the scammer, I wound up doubling back, meeting good people, being in a better position, and I got invited. In the midst of all of that, I got invited to a Too Hot radio convention as an intern. And then from there, doors just started opening for me, networking with Black Ink, people from Atlantis, to now me meeting a lady named Amy, who was in the entertainment business. From there, it's just so many doors that just opened up. So, yeah, I got my licks back definitely on that one.
Come on.
Okay, I guess give me a song that, okay, like when you was homeless, right? Is it a song that'll remind you of that time? Like that you kept listening to that song?
Where would I be if not for your grace?
Was that the gospel song?
Mm. Yeah, that and a song that I had wrote. It's called Surviving in the Ghetto. I wrote it. I was in the process of recording it. I haven't finished it though, but that song really actually reminded me. And honestly, I look at it as an anthem to not go back there.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. A good heart never gets love. Yeah, I'm fucking up. A good heart never get love. It get used. So I guess, do you agree or disagree?
I I disagree and agree. And I'm saying that because when you say use, define use. It could be used in a good way and it can be used in a bad way.
I guess used in a bad way.
In a bad way, I want to say I disagree because I look at it like this. Repeat that question again. Repeat it again. Repeat it again.
A good heart never gets love. It gets used.
I'm a Virgo, so I can understand when it comes to that. It does get used badly, and um, but I'm gonna have to disagree on that mainly because when you attract good energy around you, you get a lot of love. You get a lot of love. When you pour out good energy, you get a lot of love. So I don't necessarily think that it could, you know, be in a bad way, kind of per se. It could go both ways, though. Honestly, I don't have like one answer for it.
So when you was going through bad times, you was pouring out good energy, or you was pouring out bad energy.
I was pouring out both because in a situation like that, when you're dealing with a bad situation, sometimes I've been taught to keep yourself humble, keep yourself prayed up, and in the midst of the storm, you have to stay positive because when you give out bad energy, you're gonna get back bad energy. You know what I'm saying? So in situations like that, you have to give out good energy and watch how God works.
I don't know about that.
I don't think your whatever energy you put out dictate whatever situation you put in though. Or if that go along with what kind of heart you have. I think people just end up in whatever situation they end up in.
So energy ain't got nothing to do with it.
Not just situations. I wouldn't say that. I think your choices would have more of an effect of what situations you get put in too.
Yeah, that's understandable. Yep, absolutely right.
Because a lot of situations we end up in, we had a choice. Was you going to go left or was you going to go right? And then once you in it, you going to go left or you going to go right? You always got a choice.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Okay. What's your best and worst choice so far? Like, would you like if you could change it? Would have your kids later or?
I don't regret anything. I'm glad I had them now. Cause taking it back, meaning that I wouldn't. And it's crazy that you said that because I actually had this thought across my mind today. Like everything that has happened, I don't take nothing back because this would never happen. And I look at it, like I said, I look in every situation and I literally change it around and think, well, that had to happen for this to happen, you know? So I honestly, I'm glad they're here.
Okay, what's a a decision you made that your kids could learn from?
Now, I will say my worst decision that I ever made is getting married at the wrong time.
Mm.
I should have waited because it was a waste of time and I was only married for 3 years and it was based on all wrong things. You know, I did it mainly to not only solidify, my family being together, and I wanted to do the right thing, but, I wanted to give him a chance at real love because seeing the fact that he didn't know what it means to be loved for real, I wanted to give it a shot. But it was just a waste of time, a waste of space. It was just nothing but pure heartache.
And define love for real, like real love.
Define what real love is. Honestly, loving yourself first. Because right now, I don't know what love is when it comes to other people. I know what it is to me. Because I love me so much to where I know now it's a lot of stuff I'm not going to tolerate. Because I love me too much.
So you don't feel like your mama love you for real?
Yeah, she loved me for real. I mean, that's real love. When it comes to that, real love. But when we want to speak on family, you got to think about it. Sometimes in family, nowadays, love ain't there either, But when it comes to my mama, that's real love. Because a lot of sacrifices that she have made, and I want to say that she has been my number one fan, supporter, always reaching out to me, making sure everything is good. That's real love. I have to say, when it comes to my mom, love is who she is. Love is written all over her.
Okay, so what's the sacrifice you gave for your kids and your mama?
Music, my career, everything that I wanted to do early on. So, yeah. And then with my mom, same thing. Music, my career.
Can you feel like you sacrifice anything for love?
Right now?
Yeah.
When I was younger, I wanted to study abroad, and I didn't go. I stayed in Georgia to be with my boyfriend.
Go behind the nigga.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And so, yeah, I sacrificed that. But I also was just too lazy to go through the process of what it took to go study abroad. So I can't totally
So it
blame
wasn't
him.
really him.
It was like both, though.
You
It was like I
just
wanted
didn't
to
want
be with him because our whole relationship was long distance. So I finally got a chance to come back and be around him. So I was like, all right, let me stay here. But then he went to the military, so then we was long distance again. I could have went abroad, But yeah, I think that, and I guess sometimes like my peace, cause I don't like biting my tongue, but you got to sometimes for love.
Can't bite in your tongue, create peace, right?
Yeah.
Not really.
For who?
I'm saying the outer peace, but you saying they create
inner
most,
turmoil. Yeah. Because I will be thinking about what I want to say all the time.
So you getting in your mind, you just getting, getting like
I mean, yeah, just a little upset. Sometimes I want to let it go. Other times I'll be like, I don't know, I just let it go, but I just be wanting to say what I want to say and let's get it over
speak
with.
on it and just get it over with. Yeah.
Especially like my man now, he say anything out his mouth, and he don't think that nothing be wrong, and he don't mean it the way that it sounds. Like exactly how it sound wrong.
Give me an example.
Huh?
Give me an example.
All right. My man in jail. So the phones do this thing every once in a while where the calls don't come through. So the other night he was calling me for like 30 minutes. And I'm missing all the calls because they're not coming through. Not because no other reason. I just ain't get the calls. So then when he get on the phone, he's frustrated. He like, so what's up? Like, why you not answering the phone? I'm like, this the first call I got. So he like, ain't no way. Now, in his mind, ain't no way is like, I can't believe this. Like, what is happening with this? But what do you mean? Ain't no way, nigga. What I told you is what I told you. But this is what it is. And then when I tell you what the answer is, the fact that I don't have a good answer for him, he's now dwelling on it. He like, And then you saying this. I'm saying this. What do you mean I'm saying this? This is what it is. I'm telling you what it is. Don't say what I'm saying. Because now I'm getting pissed. Like, you're throwing me off. So, just little comments like that. And then when I stayed calm for a long time. I was so calm. I was like, I didn't get any calls. This is the first call I got. I can't tell you anything else. You know that the phones mess up though, so that should be something you take into account when you think about your calls not getting answered. All right, and then you still talking, still saying things that sound weird to me, and then I had to go off. And then when I go off, he got quiet, and he was like, I didn't mean to make you feel that way. I was just saying that it didn't make sense. No, nigga,
I can relate.
Right?
I absolutely can relate. I know how that is. I'm like, oh my God.
Bruh, and then I'm the crazy one because that's not what you meant by what you said. It's like, nah, it doesn't sound like you didn't mean what I think you meant. It sounds like you mean exactly what I think you meant, but now that I went off, you're taking it back. But let him tell you he never meant that. So but it's often he say things one way and he be like, that's not what I was saying. Like, that is what you said though.
But you think he could be saying it like that? He's just trying to calm you down?
That he could be saying exactly what I'm saying?
Saying it how you think he's saying it, but he's saying he didn't, just to try to smooth it out.
Yes, because then later on, he'll describe what he meant, and I'll be like, that's exactly what I said. That's exactly what I thought you meant. So, yes, I absolutely be thinking that.
So that's probably what he's doing. He's just trying to calm you down.
But let him tell it that's not what he meant, and he'll try to really go above and beyond to explain, like, this is what I thought I was saying. I'm like, well, you need to learn how to use words, because that's not how they work. And I love language. I love words. Speak correctly or don't say nothing. Just don't speak to me until you know exactly what you mean by what you said. And then we can talk. Like I told him, when you come home, I just want to sit in your face, hug on you, and not talk. Like, let's just not talk. And then we're going to take some time and get to know each other. Let's go on some dates and re-socialize ourselves with each other because you getting on my nerves.
That sounds like some stuff I would say.
For real.
Yes, indeed.
On my nerves.
But I run into, I mean, as far as what I've been going through now, like I run into girls, you know, they still be like some friend shit. And then it's like, there is no sex, right? But then they want you to do boyfriend shit, and they don't want to do girlfriend shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm the type of nigga, like, I do a little something, but then if it's to the point where, like, okay, you not fucking or nothing, like, you making it clear that I ain't fucking, then ain't no more boyfriend shit on my end. We can talk, but then we just gonna be cool. Like, I can't keep, like, it's like some simp shit, like, you ain't getting nothing in return, so I ain't going for that shit.
No, for real. Don't play with me.
I'll help you a little bit, but once it's like she trying to see I guess the most I do, you know, I cut it off at a couple $100.
Couple hundred?
Like about $200.
That's too much money.
Like $200.
Nah, I think you buy like dinner, right? Like, cause girls, my homegirl is a lesbian, so she was just talking about like dating females lately, and she was like, yeah, like these things just really, I'll be feeling bad. I'm like, do you not eat if I'm not feeding you? And so I feel like a couple times, you know, maybe you might, oh, what you doing? Let me send you lunch, or let's go out for lunch or something like that. But now she trying to take the girl out on a date and go, she's like, I don't want to go out to eat. Let's go to an arcade. Let's go do something fun, like a thing. And the girl was like, well, I'm hungry. She's like, well, go eat. Like, and the girl's like, well, that's rude. Like, that's not rude. You not supposed to pay for all her meals? You about to pay for the date when y'all go out? No. A little something, maybe, I don't know. Like,
I'll feed you every time I come get you, but it's just like other shit you trying to get me to pay for. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I think a couple $100 is too much to risk. Like,
I'm saying that because you might be like, oh, let me get my nails done, or
okay.
Oh no, that's too much.
I mean, right? If I'm not your girlfriend,
that's like $100 or something. Or like you can just put money on something and it's like $200. I continue to pay for days, but if you saying you need some other shit, I ain't got it for you. You get what I'm saying?
That's too much.
That's kind of like how I do it.
yeah, I need a status. Like, you gotta be my girl. Oh, I need my nails done. And then they not having sex either.
Oh no, that is too much.
What?
That's too much.
No. Because the other dude who is hitting her is not paying for her nails.
Yeah, I mean, I do the nice guy shit, but it's gonna be for a little bit, like just a little bit,
like a little investment.
Yeah, then if you acting like you ain't trying to fuck with me, I got to cut.
If I was a man dating women, I think like $50 would be my max. I'm not giving you.
Oh my God,
I'm not doing more. I mean, like
you
a date.
For all the dates.
Nah, not for all the dates. A date we gonna wild out. You know what I'm saying? When I go out with my homegirls, if me and Tony go out, we not looking at the bill. We just eating and drinking and having a good time, and then we gonna do what we need to do when they come. So the dates, let's have a good time. Cool. But something outside of that, $50 is my max.
Choose wisely.
You better ask me for a bunch of $10 things. It better be, I really want some Taco Bell. Girl, here, take $20. That's $20 out 50, now you got 30 left.
Yeah, you better.
I'm telling you.
Choose wisely.
You got 30 left to impress me. You know what I'm saying? Now, once you impress me, it's like, okay, you gave me something, or you invited me out this time, or you took some initiative towards me. All right, my God, you got 20 back on the list. Now you got another 50. Now you coming back up. But it's a give and take over here.
Yeah.
You're not about to just be taking from me just to see how much. No.
Absolutely.
And 200, no, nigga. But nails and stuff are expensive. But again, for me to get your nails done, you gotta be doing something, like showing me that you like me, showing me that this is going somewhere, something like that. Not just getting your nails done because I got the money to get your nails done. I know I got the money to get your nails done. I ain't gotta show you that. You can call me broke, you can call me whatever you want. Thank you for calling me that, so now my broke self ain't gotta spend it on you. For real.
Yeah, absolutely. Choose wisely.
Yes, and these joints, a good woman ain't gonna be pressed like that to be like for real, a good woman gonna be like, yeah, I'm about to go get my nails done.
Exactly.
I'm going to get it. Now, if you end up sending it, that's what's up, and she gonna want to show you something in return because you decided to take that on. But she was already going to get the nails done. She was already going out to eat before you even decided to give it to her.
But, you be saying girls like that, but
I said a good woman is what I said.
I don't see them.
Good women know how to do for themselves, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, you want to show a man that you can be able to provide, because 9 times out of 10, what's going to happen if he's not able to provide for himself? You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to do for yourself. What's going to happen when y'all do get solidified in a relationship and he wound up being out of work for a while? You got to take care of him.
She could be like, I can't. You was taking care of my nails. You gave me $200 on the first date. You don't have that to the side nowhere.
Give and take.
I don't have no savings, bro. No, get out. With the savings in the backpack, for real.
Had one of them moments. See, what happened was my savings got switched to my checking.
The way my bank account set up.
Well, my bank account set, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to go through.
Because they used to be loyal too. You want somebody that's gonna be loyal regardless of how much in your bank account, for real. And who gonna have your back if you ain't got it?
Alright.
You gotta introduce me,
You gotta start playing hard to get.
Who?
You.
Start
Nowadays, men actually are doing that. They're playing hard to
they
get.
Should.
No, it's just you don't be chasing. Like, some women expect, because especially if they attractive, they used to niggas constantly calling, constantly texting. So when you ain't doing that, it's just like, damn, what the fuck is he on? Like, he should be, you know what I'm saying?
And that sparks interest. Like,
yeah, it does.
Yeah. We more attracted to the person who not just...
We can't get.
Yeah. Like, nah, be busy. That's attractive. Don't be all on my line all the time. Like, don't be on my line so much every time.
Because that lets me know that you ain't got nothing to do.
You ain't got nothing going on.
You know. Like, I tell people all the time, what you doing? I'm busy.
Right. I'm working, nigga. Don't ask me what I'm doing. You know where I'm at.
I get that all the time. Like, what you doing? I'm working. Hey, girl, how many jobs you got?
And that is ugly. Don't ask me nothing like that.
How many jobs you got?
Don't judge how much
I
I'm
don't get
working.
tired. I got 9 jobs.
Unless you about to put me out of one of my jobs, don't ask me how hard I work and point that out. Ew, that is so unattractive. My dad do that. He don't work.
I'd be like, I ask you like, so if a guy asks you like, do you ever get to rest? Like, that bother you?
If he don't work. Like, if he works less than I do.
That's crazy you said that because I hear that a lot too.
Right?
Do you ever get a chance to rest? Like, what do you do on your downtime?
Cause you meet some girls, they be like, I work every day. You be like, what? Like,
You do?
I don't work every day.
You work 2 days off.
Yeah, that's not every day though. Every day is different. Even 6 days, that's rough on your body. Like,
It is.
it's hard to rest. So when you meet a motherfucker talking about they work every day, you like, what the fuck?
Now this is when that is cute, right? If I'm like, I work every day, and you like, dang, you don't never get no time to rest, and I'm like, nah. And you like, man, how much you making a day? And then you throw it to me, that's attractive. And then be like, take a day off.
That's boyfriend shit. That ain't nobody you just kicking it with. You feel me?
I mean, that's $200.
Some girls make more than that.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, that's something slight. Like, here's $200. Take a couple hours to yourself, or go do something to make yourself feel better. And don't even tell me pull up on you.
I ain't never heard that.
I am.
I ain't never heard that. Where am I at? Like, where am I at?
Man.
Help me find that.
I'm telling you. Now, you doing what you doing right, though. Saying I'm focused on myself.
Yeah.
That's when the people come. Like, when you don't want nobody to come, them type of people come. And you be like, nigga, I was trying to mind my business. Where you come from?
That's crazy you said that because here lately, I haven't thought about being in a relationship, and God knows, since I've been down here, to where now it's like, and I'm not even looking for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even looking for a relationship right now. Like, I've been pouring so much into me, I don't have time for it. Like, to where I'm okay with being alone. Like, I love it.
Because that's when that person will come.
Mm-hmm.
When you good on your own. They just be like, but pick me though. You like, I don't want to.
Yeah, because it's like not necessarily. It's like you want a relationship, but at the same time, though, when you're content being alone, you know already that when somebody comes along, you're not gonna just settle for anything.
Mm-hmm.
To where now here lately, I'm saying no, check, swipe, quick, fast, and hurry. To where I'm not even next 5 minutes.
Why you swiping if you like broke niggas though?
Ooh.
It's not even about that. It's about the fact that if I'm vibing with you, it could be a certain thing that you're saying or doing, and it's a red flag for me.
What?
Like,
Not working.
yeah, that.
Big red flags. Six flags.
Definitely. Like you said, don't tell me to pull up to you. And that's a red flag right there. Because what is that telling me? You know?
And there was no plan.
No plans at all.
I like
And then you
girls
text me
pull
saying,
up.
what you doing? I'm like, working. Why? What's going on? What? You want to plan on taking me on a date or whatever? I was just trying to see what you was up to. That's all.
I like how she said that.
Not bad, love.
Y'all like telling niggas what y'all doing. He just gotta be on some.
It's just if it's constant. Like, what are you asking me for no reason? What you doing?
Yeah.
But that's okay. So if you just checking on somebody, that probably mean we ain't talked in a minute. So now you wondering what I got going on. But
If it's every day, that's annoying.
And like all throughout the day. Like if I just talk to you at 2:00 and then at 6:00 you text me again.
No, I'm talking about every day because I do like if I'm interested in a girl, I make sure I text her every day like, hey, how you doing? You good? Like.
See, how you doing is different. It's a little deeper than what you doing, especially if after what you doing, I tell you what I'm doing, and it's like, oh, Like, okay, like I'm gonna be doing this again tomorrow around the same time. Don't ask me that like no more.
I got to a point to where I'm like,
Yeah.
next.
It's just if it's too consistent. So like you busy. So by the time you hit somebody up, it's probably not the same time as the last time. So that makes sense. You like you said, you checking in. But it's when you know somebody really like, especially to be busy and know that the person that's hitting you up not doing nothing and just ain't got nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? They like, what you doing, nigga? What you're not? Get a job. You know, and maybe we could talk about what you're doing too.
Yes, indeed. Like I hate for me, I hate for somebody that knows my situation. I'm telling you, hey, I'm warning you, this is who I am, this is my lifestyle. I'm telling you this for a reason because most can't handle it, you know? And then when we get into a situation where we're, getting comfortable and we're talking, you know what it is and you're complaining about it. Like, ugh, you don't never have no time for me. But what am I doing? I'm spending time with you, absolutely doing nothing.
Right.
That irritates me at all the most. And then from there, it's like the text messages, the phone calls, it becomes boring because it's always, I just want to see what you was doing. What you doing? Oh, I'm just sitting here playing video games.
You better be a video gamer.
And it's just like this, like
You better
the whole time, I'm like, all right, well, while you doing that,
Huh?
I'm literally
I said,
networking.
good money doing that.
That's what I'm saying. He better be a video gamer if he playing video games, not just at home doing it for free on your umpteenth day off.
But it's good to at least take a girl out once a week or every other week. Or, I like 3 times a month. Like,
At
you
least.
try to take her out, like, and do some new shit. Guess it ain't no excuse though. I mean, but if y'all like broke niggas, they can't really, they can't really take y'all nowhere. But
you
just
can
call
still
you,
you could
see
make
what you
it.
doing.
You could make it a thing though. Even being broke, like I was with somebody and we was broke. Like we was making money, but we was broke. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, "Well, I know you ain't gonna try to go to the club, or we can't go to the club, or whatever." But he made our upstairs into a club. Made the food I would have had there, had the drinks I would have had there, and everything, and that was
See,
bomb.
that's something I wouldn't mind doing. But as far as dealing with somebody broke now and today, me, I know what I'm aiming for. I'm attracted to a busy man.
Mm-hmm.
A busy man that is, full of ambition, that's working, constantly doing something, that lets me know that you are doing something. I could probably get up there with you,
Mm-hmm.
or you could probably get me up there with, we can meet in the middle, some type of work. But if we're in the same level, or you down here, I can't go for that. You know what I'm saying? But I give my broke man a chance though. Give him a chance. Cause you never know. There's hope. There's
As
hope
long as he
for him
got
out
so
there.
much ambition.
Yeah, as long as he doing something. But as far as being broke on the couch eating cereal, looking like Craig and Day Day and want to know what's going on, why you get fired on your day off type shit, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Okay, I guess we'll wrap it up. Go ahead, Kay.
Well, is there anything that we haven't touched on tonight that you want to share with our audience before you leave?
Yo. Once again, this is Queen Cielo. I am also not only an artist that does R&B, reggae, Afrobeat, but you can also check me out on Spotify. Every Saturdays, I host a podcast called 420 Friendly Vibe. It's for underground artists. It's a platform for international underground artists to showcase their music and to be heard all over the world.
Nice.
Yep. And matter of fact, you can catch it this Saturday. We're going up with it too as well. March the 18th, we also have an event. It's supposed to be with Zodiac Complex. Check that out. It's a content and networking event. Also, Saturday, March the 4th, come check me out at the Spring Urban Fest as well. I'll be performing. Also, doing podcast interviews along with, I'll be making a special appearance at Lil Meech, the one that's from BMF. I'll be making an appearance to that all black party too as well.
That's what's up. Okay, literally, it's no pressure. We appreciate you coming, and we gonna see y'all next week, and we out.
Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all for having me.